Coming up next on Teardown, I got a big boy toy. It's a 2005 Mean Streak Vulcan 1600 fuel injected. A little brief history of the bike. It's got 21,043 miles on it, or 48. I'll check here. I'll double check here. The guy that I bought this from was riding it to work. It lost power. He made it to work. He was just a few miles from work. He rode it home that day, and it started ticking. He was able to ride this thing to a bike shop. It's a suspected automatic cam chain tensioner failure. The cam chain jumped a tooth or so is what everybody's thinking. The bike shop was thinking. They told him that it was going to be a lot of money to pull the motor out and look at the valve to see how much it was going to be to fix it. So they looked for a used motor for this guy. Sat in the bike shop for 8 months. They never found a used motor, and finally the guy said, well, he might as well sell it. So that's where I stepped in. It actually runs. It's got last year's gas in it, but I'm going to fire it up here so you can see how these pipes sound. It's got some badass pipes on it. It doesn't run very good. Love to take this thing for a test drive, do a GoPro test cam ride on it, but it just ain't going to happen the way that it runs, which is barely. I think it was the back cylinder. It's an amazing bike. Boy, I would love to have this thing as a companion to my 1500 Nomad bagger, but yeah, with the limited time I have, it's just not going to happen. Got a Mustang seat. Might be some Curry ISO grips. Not sure what brand those are. Got a whole folder full of receipts and a huge box of all the original parts off this. So there's quite a few aftermarket things on here, and I have all the original takeoff stuff. I know it's a chrome swing arm cover. It's got the, I don't know if those are supercharger or hypercharger. I'm not too familiar with the Curry stuff, but I believe he said those were Curryack and air cleaners. Aftermarket fat bars on it, also have the originals. And it has 21,043 miles on it. Everything works on the thing. I've already checked out all the lighting and everything, it's all good. And I don't know if this has been repainted. Seems like maybe it has the tank with the lack of graphics. It's a beautiful bike. But I've already got a 1500. Too many bikes, too little time to ride them all, I guess. Got a clean title on the frame, however the frame has already been sold. The previous owner doesn't know what brand of pipes these are. I'll have to do a little research. Boy, they sure sound nice. It's fairly loud. Never been wrecked. It was just ridden to the bike shop where it sat for 8 months. The guy got worried that the bike shop was going to charge him a whole bunch of money for storage. So after 8 months of looking for a motor and never finding one, finally he said, boy, I better just bail on the project. Boy, I'll tell you what, my fingers are twitching. Just want to grab these levers and take this thing for a spin. What a cool bike. I know my 1500 bagger fuel injected. It's an 03. It's an amazing bike. So there you have it, 2005 VN1600 mean streak. Bad something on the back cylinder, jumped a tooth, something. And of course won't know anything until the motor's out of the frame and the top end's torn off to see if any damage was caused, if anything hit. The fact that it's running makes me think that maybe the valves didn't hit the piston, that maybe it's just out of time. Thanks for watching.